Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back. I got a left-handed GS Mini, all-koa. Now, this is a discontinued model apparently, and so I was able to get it for 1,099 Canadian. Pretty good deal actually. Anyways, what I was looking at was a lot more, but yeah, you only got so much money to go around. But I bought this outright, so figured why not. Anyways, being all koa, I love the look of koa. I love the sound of koa. It's also interesting how no two are gonna look alike ever. This doesn't even come close to the look of my right-handed one that I had. Now, if you have not paid attention to that fiasco, just as a little first note, I do have a video up about the Taylor Family and Friend Month. It's like buy one, gift one. So you get a full-size Taylor, you gift the Mini to somebody. And it's a bit of a scam, and we talked about it. Got a lot of rude comments on Facebook, and a very rude comment toward my wife directly, not to mention me, but I think it's because people are going like, what? You know, now they're panicking, freaking out, and they're trying to hide their disgrace. I have no idea what it is. But I did contact Taylor directly, by the way, just so you know. I did do that, followed through with it, and I heard back. That will be in our update video. Today, it's about the Mini. And I did come home with another guitar too yesterday. Anyways, so at 1,099, that's a pretty good deal for this little puppy. I like the GS Minis. They're nice, they're comfortable, they make a great travel guitar. They're very lightweight. The body size is fantastic for most people, I'll say. Beginners right on up. You just got to realize Taylor guitars are not cheap, okay? I mean, you can get cheaper models with electronics for well under $1,000, not a big deal, okay? But if you want the electronics and you want certain things, you're gonna pay, right? And that's the deal with pretty much every brand. Now, with this, I love the structure of the grain on this thing. It's pretty nice on the top. It's very consistent and very nice. The sides, oh man, this thing is wicked. I really love all the grain, even the knots and stuff. They're really cool. There's our back end. That actually looks like almost like a couple of animal figures in the wood. That is sweet. No two koa guitars are gonna look alike, even in the minis or full size, doesn't matter. They're not gonna look anywhere near like each other. And even right into the ebony fretboard, they're using the lower end trees, or the B grade trees, I guess they call them. So you're going to get banding in the wood, so it's not solid black. Well, that's a good idea that they actually started to use the what they considered lower end wood. Some people like it, some people don't. I happen to love seeing all the structure within the wood. Nothing wrong with straight black either, but I love it when it's, you know, got that character, you know. And the entire side, it bleeds through the edges on this side, where this side of the wood, where it's more black, it's consistently black. So pretty cool little guitar. Really like it. Does have the older electronics for the preamp. It's just got a basic tone control, basic volume. It's got a tuner. You just hit it and away you go. Couple little coin batteries run the whole thing. I don't know how many hours of play on the pickup we're going to get. I'm going to have to do some thorough testing there. I will have a plugged-in video coming up separately. I don't know, next few days. I'm really busy at work right now, so just doing this is like, you know, 7:45 in the morning. I got to be at work in like an hour, right? So I figured let's rip out a couple of videos. But yeah, definitely a very nice looking guitar, and for just shy of $1,100, yeah, I'm happy with this. Now the strings that come on these are 13 gauge. They're 1356, and from what I've been told, they do it because it's a little shorter scale. It keeps them a little more slinky, you know, and easier to still press down on. The action is reasonably good on this thing as far as height goes. I don't have any issues. The neck is running dead straight on this thing, but no fret outs anywhere, no buzzing. Everything is just mwah, okay. Even right down to the fretwork, extremely smooth, no sharp edges anywhere. Very good. Now the top is solid. The back and sides are layered, okay, which is a little different than a laminating process. Layered is completely different. But anyways, let's give this thing a play for you guys. I'm just using my MV5 Shure Studio mic as a room mic, so you're just going to pick up the sound and everything from in here. Okay, so it's got a really nice sound to it. Finger picks really well. Strumming's fine. It's a shorter neck, so it is definitely something to get used to a little bit if you're not used to a shorter necked guitar. It does take a little getting used to, but yeah, they're pretty good. So very nice, full, rich sound to it. Loud too. It's got some volume. It's got some good bottom end to it too. A lot of that is due to, of course, it's an archback design. Now it doesn't protrude out there very far. It's not like an Ovation guitar where it kind of sits like this on you, you know, because it's just a big bubble butt. This thing is really not all that noticeable, especially where it's positioned. It's still not very noticeable. But it also eliminates the requirement for framing down below, which also saves on a lot of production costs and everything. Also, it is a very strong system too, so you're not going to have to worry about anything structurally with it. It's fantastic. I've had a number of Taylors that have had that, and they're all been fine. Anyway, so this is likely going to be the last Taylor I ever buy. I've turned over a new leaf. That'll be in the next video. Anyways, I just wanted a mini, you know, like they're really nice guitars. And I found a replacement for my dream guitar from Taylor of the 224 Deluxe at well over $1,000 cheaper. Stay tuned, that video is coming up and you'll hear the explanation in that one. Anyways, I'm going to rank this thing at a real easy 4.5 out of 5. I did plug it into an acoustic amp in the store because I wanted to make sure everything worked right. And yeah, the preamp is actually pretty good for just being a straight out tone control. A lot of manufacturers are actually going to the inside sound hole thing as well for preamps, where it's just a volume and a tone. It's really all you need, you know. If you balance that tone control out, figure out where the middle position, and it gives you a nice little balance. And then if you're plugging into an amplifier, do your regular EQing. If you're plugging into a PA board, let your sound engineer tweak your tone from there to give you that really nice sound you're after, and you're good to go. And it's just, they're really nice, so don't have any issues there at all. Yeah, I'm really liking this. And I like the fact that koa is just one of those woods that, of the exotic family, they're one of, well, there's probably several of them out there, but the majority of them will stay fairly consistent, kind of like spruce tops, right? A spruce top is a spruce top is a spruce top, other than, yeah, some have a little bit of bear claw, some don't, some have a tighter grain, some have a looser grain, but on first glance, to look at them, even from a distance, it gets pretty darn boring and they all look the same. Even this on the top never looks the same. You know, the sides and back are just really mental. Like, I'm really loving the looks of this one. I was like, wow. And from what I saw in the pictures is definitely not what I got, right? So keep in mind with koa, you are going to be a surprise when you get it. And, you know, and it hopefully is a good surprise and you like the grain structure. Otherwise, you might have to order in a few more. I don't know, but koa is just one of those woods. And it is a beautiful sounding top on this thing. You know, when it comes to the whole tone wood thing, there is something to be said in acoustics for sure, but it's mostly the top and, of course, your strings and string gauge, string type, right? Those are the main critical key parts of tone wood on an acoustic. Back and sides, even according to the Martin video I watched, there ain't much there for tone. Whether it's solid wood or laminated or layered, they say it really makes no difference. This makes the difference. Okay? Anyways, I love the fretboard too. I actually love everything about the guitar. I think it's fantastic. As far as shortcomings go on it, the only thing I can say that I think is a con on it is the battery system. I think it should have stayed as a 9-volt. Okay? I'm not sure how well we're going to do with coin batteries. But we're going to have to actually buy name-branded ones because the dollar store ones aren't going to last more than 10 seconds. So we're going to be putting in some expense for batteries down the road. I'll have to pop this out later, find out what the number is on the batteries, and then I guess I'll have to stock at least one extra set, maybe two sets, because I do plan on playing this in church from time to time. You know, I like to switch up guitars, you know, once in a while, so I do have a few acoustics I can use in church. This is just going to be another one of them that I'm going to eventually use. You know, this weekend I'm playing my new full-size guitar, which I'm not telling you what it is yet. You'll have to be surprised. You can see it behind me on the wall, and no, it's not the big behemoth. But it is a cool guitar, and that's all I'm going to tell you about it. Anyways, so you have to wait for that video. So that's where I'm at with this thing. I think it was worth every penny in my books. So, but you decide how you think you like the sound. Now, there will be a competition, by the way, with this guitar between the 1356s and 1253s. The 13s, although they work fine with the guitar, they sound good and everything, I'm a 12 player. I like 12 gauge strings. I like 1253s. And I think 12s should do a really good job on this thing. At least I'm hoping so. Just in case something goes funky, I'm going to make sure when I take the strings off, I salvage these just in case I need to put them back on, because you never know, right? We'll have to see. But it does play really nice even with the 13s. So great for beginners right on up. You know, if you are a beginner player, I probably wouldn't say, you know, go out and spend $1,100 on a guitar, but that's kind of up to you what you want to spend your money on, right? But it is very suitable though for people that are smaller. I wouldn't say too much into the little kid area, but more into probably the teenager level and adult level players for body size. You do have to properly fit a guitar to your body. That's very critical to give you the best shot at playing and becoming really good, because you don't grow into the size of a guitar, okay? That just doesn't happen. But anyways, to each their own, I guess. But yeah, even just playing like this, it's really nice. So yeah, for one little downside, that's not too shabby. The jack pin is nice too. You can use any strap you want, which is nice on the minis too, unlike their full-size Taylors. This actually has a proper jack pin connection. They should use this on all their Taylors, to be honest. I like it. Anyways, that's it. That's all I got for you. So thanks so much for watching. And one last look around at that beautiful koa. Wow. Totally amazing guitar. Really loving this thing. Especially that backside. Oh, that is so nice. Anyways, there you go. That's our GS Mini all-koa. And we'll catch you on the next one. See ya.